Hello and welcome to the preseason matchup friendly Kennesaw State versus Potros FC. As we get ready to set up here, we're going to bring you the action here at Kennesaw State for the match. Before we get started, Kennesaw State versus Potros FC. Kennesaw State club soccer team in the middle of their season just had a game yesterday against University of West Georgia, playing here a friendly to keep themselves sharp against a tough opponent in Potros FC, who are getting ready for their UPSL Premier season, which kicks off in 2 weeks. So this is their last currently scheduled friendly. We're looking for one more friendly for next weekend. So we'll give you some team news as we get ready to kick off here. We'll start with the Potros FC starting lineup. It is on the screen. Got a large bench today. 11 players on the bench, 11 players on the field, 22 players total. Cameron Verona gets the start in goal as expected. Sebastian Ramirez, Benjamin Uranga, Ryan Palucci, and Alan Hernandez will be the back line. In the midfield, we've got Jarvis Mattis, Spencer Van Buskirk, Dylan McClune, and Augusto Del Rio. And up top, Mark Vino and Jair Lopez Figueroa starting in the front. Some returning players to the club. Notable ones, Augusto Del Rio and Jair Figueroa, returning to Potros after spending some time spending some time at other clubs. They are now back here at Potros for this upcoming season. A lot of returning players this season as well. We'll be back to bring you the action in just a few minutes. Here we are about to kick off in Kennesaw State. Potros FC in white, going from left to right. Kennesaw State in black, going from right to left. We have some video feed coming to you. So currently not getting any audio. We'll try to get that corrected. We're missing some audio from the game, but we do kick off here. So apologies for a little bit of some lag coming from our camera here. We'll try to get that fixed as soon as possible, but a chance here early on for Potros. A player down early for Kennesaw State. Trying to get this fixed out. But it looks like it's going to be a free kick. Apologies, we'll get the scoreboard up on screen for you as the game started. We're currently about a minute in. Throw in here for Kennesaw State, deep into their own half. Thrown in, one back by Potros. A chance here for Del Rio. Shot on target, but into the hands of the goalkeeper. Take a quick look at the replay on that one. As Potros won the thrown quickly through Ramirez, and Del Rio tried it from distance, but not really testing the goalkeeper. Here's McClune. Chance here. Cutting back. It looks like it's Madison. Del Rio shot over the bar. So 2 shots already for Potros. Both by Del Rio. 1 on target, 1 off target. As the ball's won back here by Van Buskirk. Now McClune connecting with Mattis. Mattis finding Binot. Has a little space to turn, but not able to get control, and it's cleared away by Kennesaw State. Hernandez has some pressure on his back, but manages to find Verona. Paolucci caught in a hard situation here, but wins it back and plays it out for a throw-in for Kennesaw. So good pressure there from Kennesaw to force the mistake. But they'll still need to do some more in order to create a chance here. 3 minutes into the match. We are expecting a good match. We don't really know too much, not too much to compare between these two teams as they play in different leagues, but we do know Kennesaw State is going to be a very young team considering the fact that they are a college team. Hello. And apologies again we are missing the audio from the game. We're trying to get that sorted out. But here's McClune playing the ball forward, brought down by Figueroa. Has some pressure, but manages to get around them. Kennesaw moving forward. So it's going to be looks like a corner kick here for Kennesaw State. Crossed in, headed down, but doesn't find anyone. That'll go as a shot off target for Kennesaw State. Do have a shout out to Diego in the comments. We'll be right back to bring you some more. In the meantime, the video will continue. I'm going to take a second to work out some details for the video. And we'll be right back. But first, a chance for Kennesaw, but the flag goes up for an offside, and Verona was off his line and got to it first anyway. And we're back to bring you the commentary, so apologize for that. We're getting some technical work corrected here. As the game continues, here's Del Rio connecting with Van Buskirk, now McClune. Going back to Uranga. McClune wearing the captain armband today. Jake Sayer out of the team, currently with a back injury, but he is returning for the fall season. A couple other players missing from this lineup who could potentially get some impact in the season. But we do see a very similar lineup from last season in this game so far. Notable Mark Binot, Jair Figueroa, and Augusto Del Rio returning, as Ramirez can't get to that ball to keep it in play. Ball played for it. Here's Palucci. Now Uranga. All the way back to Verona. Here's Mattis. Mattis has been impressive in this preseason so far. Here's Figueroa, has some space in front of him. Finds Ramirez wide, is going to get to it. Has pressure, manages to keep possession, trying to turn, but this time he loses it. And Kennesaw State will come the other way, but Figueroa won't let them get very far. So throw in for Kennesaw State. Long throw in over the top of Palucci. Has some pressure in his back, but manages to keep the ball. Here's Uranga back to Verona. No chances in the last few minutes. We did have a couple very early on. We'll see if either of these teams have something to open the scoring in this first half. And a hard tackle there against McClune, but a foul is given. So it will be a free kick for Potros, the first foul of the game. Now Van Buskirk, a new player joining Potros this season. Here's McClune. Manages to get the ball wide to Hernandez. Now played across. Van Buskirk with some pressure. Manages to find Del Rio. Has pressures himself. And he's fouled. So it'll be a free kick in Potros' favor. Ball's put back into play. Here's Figueroa. Has some space in front of him. He'll take it. Has Bino making a run. Decides to go wide to Hernandez instead. Hernandez cutting inside. Mattis with a 1-2. Hernandez with the cross in. Back to Mattis. Trying to get a shot across, but the defender from Kennesaw State is there. Now Kennesaw will have a chance to counter as they come the other way, but Del Rio's very quick to get back and win it back. Palucci finding Figueroa wide. Carrying the ball forward. Looking for Bino. Bino turns. Has some space in front of him, but can't get to it. Send down the field. Van Buskirk there to pick it up. Ramirez. Del Rio has a shot, and that one, this time it is in by Augusto Del Rio. What a shot and what a goal for Potros FC, taking the early lead here against Kennesaw State. On the third attempt for Augusto Del Rio, he finally finds the back of the net this time, and what a shot that was. And that will give Potros the 1-0 lead. Let's take a look at that replay as Del Rio set it up from the edge of the box and just hammers that into the top of the goal. We'll look at that one more time as we get ready to kick off again. So Del Rio, what a shot, just under the bar, putting it into the back of the net, giving Potros the early lead 12 minutes into this game. So Potros FC 1, Kennesaw State 0. And the game will continue. Potros showing their level right now so early. Augusto Del Rio returning to the club, one of the players with the most appearances, played in a few other clubs while Potros was away from the UPSL, returns this season and making his mark early on in this match. Now Potros will come again. Here's Hernandez. Van Buskirk keeping it in, managing to keep it in. Ramirez, but Ramirez ends up losing out on it. But Figueroa is there to win it back. Van Buskirk. McClune to Uranga. Wide to Hernandez. A lot of games in between this back line of Potros. Benjamin Uranga, Alan Hernandez, and Sebastian Ramirez. 3 of the 4, all in the top 5 appearances for the club. Of course, this is a friendly match. Won't count towards those stats. But they're all expected to play a part in this UPSL season. Here's McClune finding Del Rio. Now Van Buskirk, good 1-2 play there, finding Hernandez wide, managing to get it down, keeping ball, but this time given away to Kennesaw State, but they keep it in their half in a throw-in. So again, apologies that we don't have the audio from the game currently. So I'm going to do my best to keep you guys entertained with just my voice. As a free kick, it goes in favor of Kennesaw State. We do have the roster for Kennesaw State, but it was not complete. Of course, this is the Potros FC YouTube channel, so we do have all of that information easily to us. Potros FC coming to this game with a very large bench. Of course, only 2 weeks until the first UPSL match, so they're going to want to try to get some minutes and try different players, see which ones. Here's Ramirez with a chance. He crosses, but doesn't find a teammate. The ball's played across. Kennesaw State with a chance. Number 27, Ian. Paolucci is the first one to get to it, though. And that ball causes no danger for Potros, and it'll be a goal kick. Paolucci on the ball. Now Uranga. Here's Figueroa. Apologies, we do have a little bit of a lag on the video. I'll try to get you back live in a second. Apologies on that. We're going to get you back live in just a second. In the meantime, let's take a look at that Augusto Del Rio goal once again. He hit that from outside the box. We'll watch it one more time as we try to get the video back up the room. What a finish there from Augusto Del Rio. He received the pass, took a space in front of him, and just hit that with so much power. And no chance. So we do have a little bit of live footage here again. Here's Mattis on the ball. We do have some video footage from a different angle here. as Alucci leaves it for Figueroa, finds Van Buskirk. Back to Figueroa. Figueroa playing in a forward position, but you can see coming deep to help in the build up the play. Bino's going to be the one to stay a little bit higher as he gets on the ball. Figueroa wins it back very quickly there. Chance here, but cleared away by Kennesaw. Kennesaw has a chance on the break here. Trying to connect, but the defense for Potros was strong. And now we do have some game audio, so that will definitely help us here. And we're going to get the other video feed back up in just a second as well from the other angle. We do have our multi-camera system first time being used today in place. Hernandez on the throw. Finds Van Buskirk. He's been all over the field today. Now Hernandez with a nice backheel pass here to Mattis. Now Del Rio with a chance, ball in the box, and it's put into the back of the net, I believe, by Jair Lopez Figueroa, and that will double the Potros lead. So we got a good view on that one. Jair Figueroa with the goal. I'll bring you the replay of that one in just a second. As Potros doubles their lead here in the first half. Let's take a look at the replay. It's a little bit difficult to see as we're trying to get the camera set up, but we can see that he did score and to double Potros' lead here in the 22nd minute. Third shot on target, second goal of the game, and we're back underway. We're back to live. Here we are. Able to pick that one up pretty easily. Here's Mattis. Now wide. Here's Mino. This is far side. Here's Figueroa from another opportunity close in front. Cuts back. Bino. Blocked off the line there by the Kennesaw State player, but Del Rio's here to pick it up. Now Hernandez. Back across. Here's a chance. Van Buskirk. Heading back. Here's Mattis again. Has some pressure. Loses possession. Now Kennesaw will try to come the other way. We'll end it there quickly. Slow down the play. They managed to get the ball forward anyway, but Palucci was there to sweep it up. impressive start with a goal, and I believe he got the assist on the Figueroa goal.
Diego, 54!
Take a quick look at that one again.
Hey, come there. He moves, you go. Easy.
Apologies there.
Phil, more side.
Take a quick look at that replay again. Yeah, there was actually
Diego, left shoulder,
that was actually an attempt for me. No, they got the ball. We're back live here. Kennesaw State. We're on the ball. Now Del Rio picks up the loose ball. Carrying the ball forward, flicks it back to Mattis. He's fouled, so they'll win a free kick. In a dangerous position here. Dangerous position here. We'll see who's going to take it. Looks like Del Rio wants to be knows there as well. Was the one to come back. Here's Del Rio.
Put another one in the pool.
You see, it's
Two
about
more. That's fine.
just about
Harold,
3
Hey, Harold, listo.
yards.
Listo para el que viene, exacto. Hey, Patrick, get that guy. Philip, watch one.
Opportunity to get a shot on target as it comes in.
Easy.
A little bit light, and the goalkeeper will come away with it easily. Didn't really test the keeper too much. It needed a little bit more power. It was on target though. Del Rio now having 3 of the 4 shots.
Harold, take that. Hayden, come in. Hey, Phil, 54. Ian, Rodrigo, 49.
We'll be joined here shortly by Richard Carvajal, who will help in the commentary of this game. He's just arriving to the studio. But in the meantime, here's throw in for Potros.
Hey, Pat, now we organize. Harold, 52. Mason, 49.
Hernandez going in. He's called for a dangerous play as his leg went up.
Your right shoulder. Ahead, 10. Sit, Mike.
Kennesaw State coming the other way. Nice here, one back by Del Rio. Has some pressure. Ben Busker trying to connect this with Clune. Quick to get to it. Now Del Rio with the ball. Right to Figueroa. Orlando on the ball. Coming wide to Hernandez. Has some space in front of him. Coming back the other way now with Palucci. Good back and forth movement here for Potros. They see chances to go forward. They don't get cut off by Kennesaw. They come the other way. See it again here as Ramirez resets it back to Palucci. Ben Busker, quick passes here, quick movement. Del Rio loses possession there. Kennesaw will try to come the other way, but Oranga was quick to get on top of it. And Del Rio again putting the pressure on in the midfield, winning the ball back, but this time it fell to a Kennesaw player. And they'll come back in the far corner, one-on-one with Palucci. Palucci winning that battle. Again, Kennesaw State, a very young team made up of college students. They're going to have a tough time playing against experienced players like Palucci. They really just can read their movements before they even make them. But very good link up here in the midfield for Potros. This is one of many of their preseason matches that led up longer preseason than originally anticipated due to the regional cup being canceled. The UPSL regional cup, which was supposed to be played in early February, ended up being canceled due to not enough teams. Preseason was started earlier than originally anticipated for that reason, which can be a positive because you have a lot more time to build up these link-ups, as we can see here. Here's Mattis, pressure. Does well to keep possession, and Del Rio will try to connect with Figueroa. Figueroa tried to get off the shot, but the Kennesaw defender was quick to get in front of it.
Let's get out.
Good counter. Ball played over the top. Palucci, the first one to it. And with pressure, actually ends up giving a free kick away, so it will be a free kick for Kennesaw State. Could potentially be a shooting position for Kennesaw. They'll need somebody who has a very strong foot to test Verona. We know Verona likes to pull off the highlights. We've seen it time and again. Last season actually was voted as the most valuable player for Potros' last season. We do have our friends from Visual Media House here at the game getting some footage. As the shot comes in, it's low, but again, Verona quick on his feet to get across and stop that ball from really causing any danger. It will go down as a shot on target, the first one of the match for Kennesaw. It's a pretty decent crowd here supporting. We can see some of them on screen right now. Ramirez throws it back into play. Here's Figueroa. Joined now by Richard Carvajal, who just showed up to the studio. He will be joining me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here with you today. Apologies for the late arrival. Still working on some logistical things to give our viewers the best experience possible.
So, Richard, since you're just joining us, Potros currently up 2-0 against Kennesaw State in a somewhat dominant performance. Let's take a look at the stats of the game so far.
Very interested to see how that is.
So we can see Potros with 6 total shots, 5 on target. 2 of those ended up being goals. Kennesaw State with only 2 shots and only 1 on target, which came recently in their free kick. That was easily saved by Cameron Verona. It's a bad giveaway here. We'll have a shot here, and it's into the back of the net there, just as you're joining us, Richard. Another goal for Lopez Figueroa as he puts his second of the game.
Seems like another day, another dollar here, Mr.
Yeah, it's a good start so far for Potros in this match. We did expect Potros to be probably the stronger of the two opponents, given their status as a UPSL team compared to Kennesaw State's. We'll take a look at the replay of that.
And the stats also suggest that Potros has probably had a decent amount of possession.
Oh yeah, they definitely have. And here is that giveaway from the goalkeeper. Fell to the feet of Figueroa, and he just placed it into that far corner.
Good control there too, not a crazy shot or an
Yeah, definitely returning to the club this season after playing for other clubs while Potros took a break. He returns and making his mark and showing why, and a chance here, but they will be called for offside. So we got our multi-camera set up for the first time today, thanks to Steven Orozco, cameraman, who's helping out today. So we will be able to bring you multiple angles throughout this match, as we can see here.
It seems to be very high quality.
The ball's back into play. Palucci with it. Trying to find McLean. He slips but manages to keep possession. Switched across to the far side, and we'll just see it roll out slowly. Kennesaw keeps it in play.
Reaction from Kennesaw.
That's correct. We were just mentioning earlier before you got here that these Potros players have a lot of experience playing at a high level. Almost every player on this team has UPSL experience. In fact, every player in the current lineup do have UPSL experience, and some with many years of experience. And these Kennesaw State players are mostly college students, probably between the ages of 18 and 22. So it's going to be difficult for them because these Potros players have played against many players, and they're going to know the moves.
I expect nothing less from these Potros. These Potros,
Again, yeah, Ben.
experience is obviously going to show here.
That's correct. And Richard, you were a part of that first season with Potros. How do you see the difference between the team now compared to when you played?
A significantly more serious team than when we first started. Not to take away from being in the Pioneer Club, but it's definitely a different level of play that's being exhibited here. Very, very proud to have been part of the conception of this really good team.
Yeah, and being one of the co-founders of the club, you can say that there's been a lot of opportunities, and me along with my brother Benjamin, who's currently on the field, we've always said, as long as the opportunity for growth is there, we're going to take it. And so the opportunities have presented themselves. We now have Coach Ignacio brought into the club. We can see him there on screen in white, helping out with the coaching that's made of huge strides in these last 2 seasons. A very strong lineup here today, as we can see from this performance so far. And we can see from their other performances. A midweek friendly against ADSL side Olympia ended in a 7-1 victory.
So I can see Coach
Your personality wise.
first year, I'm sure, was just a transition. It seems now he's got his feet down on the ground with the Potros. He's providing what he can with this team.
Yeah, that's for sure. And also, we did have that season off last spring, which really did see Potros kind of in a rebuild. A lot of players left the club and didn't return, so a lot of new players came during this fall season. Some players who had stayed with the club but didn't have as much UPSL experience, and they were able to really get their feet wet this last season. Despite all of that, they still had a very impressive finish, finishing in those playoff spots.
Diego, your left shoulder.
And we'll see here.
Well, it's always like I said, you want to be there and
Diego, left shoulder. Diego, behind you. Number 9. Rodrigo, 52. Diego, or 8, 55. Yeah, we got 10 there.
Most experienced
Hey,
players
Phil,
on
stay
this
with
team.
him.
Has
49.
the most caps in Potros history, over 120 games for Potros
Diego, you have
over the
2.
last 5 years. Alan Hernandez currently also in the top 3, will probably pass the 2nd place, which is yours truly. And I'm not playing this season, which means Alan Hernandez will have the opportunity to pass me on appearances this season. He did reach his 100th game this last fall.
That's dedication.
Yeah, and of course these guys, Benjamin Waranga and Alan Hernandez and Sebastian Ramirez, they all joined the club when they were 18, 19 years old. Now, about 21, 22, 23, they're entering their prime and really showing their experience and showing why they've stayed with the club for so many years and why they're starters in these matches.
You can definitely see that level of experience. This kid, since arriving, 75 to 80% of the ball, so we're going to definitely need to see something from Genesis here.
Nice moves here. Del Rio finds.
What a
No,
shot!
and what a shot and what a
Absolute
finish.
shot, upper 90. Don't
And
mind
that
if I
one-
do.
This time it came from the Potros all-time leading goal scorer, Mark Vino, known colloquially as Darinho.
Dadinho, good guy there. I personally know him. He definitely has the capabilities to make some beautiful goals.
And what a play there from Augusto Del Rio to set him up. Let's take a look at that replay real quick. As it started with Hernandez here on the left side, Del Rio getting past 1, 2, 3 players in there. That little link up with Vino, little flick back. And it was actually Jarvis Mattis who actually finished it. We apologize. That was actually Jarvis Mattis who got the goal. So we'll correct that.
But an absolute, what was that, first touch goal?
Yeah, what a
Yes,
finish there.
very calm, very collected. I think that's like you said, that's what shows your experience and the time dedicated. Like you said, they've been here before, so they don't miss opportunities like that, it seems.
Yeah, so apologies. It was Jarvis Mattis who got that goal. We know was right next to the play, so we just got that wrong. But Mattis, as I mentioned earlier before you came, Richard, Mattis has been having a very impressive preseason this last couple of weeks. He had a hat trick in the preseason a few weeks ago against Brute Force, and he's won the MVP of the match multiple times as well.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, and last season was one of the players who got the most games during the season. This season will probably break through and have an even better season based on his performances so far.
Yeah, it seems the sky's the limit for this guy. So let's see how it turns out for him.
Hernandez on the ball.
And the Potros very aggressive. A lot of these Kennesaw players aren't even able to turn around, and those are causing counterattacks all day. So we're gonna need Kennesaw to produce here. So maybe push up a little more, try to control the ball a little more, see what happens there.
We could hear a little bit of discussion there as the assistant referee and the referee point in different directions, and players were arguing about whose ball it was, but it eventually went Kennesaw's way. Ball's back into play. All the way back to the Kennesaw keeper, who will try to play it forward, but it rolls out for a throw, and here's...
See, it seems these are the positions that the Potros enjoy being in, quickly get the ball back, counter, and, work from the upper part of the pitch.
Yeah, they definitely like playing in these tight spaces with players returning like Figueroa and Del Rio and Bino. They love those situations in those tight spaces, so
Absolutely.
they definitely take advantage of that here.
Yeah, I think we believe with Jarvis, we saw they probably had two guys on him, and he was able to get the pass off, and Jarvis one touch into the upper 90. Very controlled play.
And now Potros will have a chance here on the corner kick. Their first corner of the match. We know they've been working on set pieces over the last few weeks. We'll see what they can implement here. As we lost our camera feed and audio for a second, but it seems to get back a chance here.
Seems we're starting to hear a little bit of frustration from the Kennesaw side as well.
Yeah, definitely. They are not used to this type of opponent in the games that they play. They usually play against other college club teams. And, these are club teams as well. So remember that these are sometimes players who, in some colleges, they didn't get the chance to play in a varsity team. This is their experience at a college soccer. And it's not going to be the same level as a varsity soccer team.
I understand that completely. And, some universities take their club teams more seriously than others. I've had the opportunity to play with Georgia Southern's club team, and it was definitely a more serious dynamic, and so it just depends on how the university treats that club team. Some club teams I've seen are as little as guys come in for backpack off to play football.
Right. I also played in a club team at Georgia Tech, and it was a very different experience. That was a very serious club team. So it's definitely different from college to college. Here's an opportunity. Cross coming in, but cleared away by the Kennesaw defender. But you're right. It's going to be different from team to team. The other thing about Georgia Tech is that it's one of the schools who has a very strong academic house. So there's going to be some very top players who end up going to that school for the academics instead of for sports when they might have had the opportunity to go to another school for sports.
Absolutely.
Whereas Kennesaw State doesn't have that same reputation. They're probably more local players.
No, and I get it. Guys, going into college, let's see what soccer is, and see how it goes from there.
So coming close to the end of this halftime, we'll bring you the halftime highlights a few minutes into the halftime, so stick around for that. And there is the halftime whistle. Potros 4, Kennesaw 0 going into the half.
And I came in late to the first half, but very, very entertaining game. Potros seem to be dominating, honestly. And,
Yeah, we can see that in the stats right here on the screen. Dominant performance from Potros against KSU. In just a second, we'll bring you the halftime highlights, and so you can see the goals if you missed them, and we'll bring you back the second half action right after that.
Hey, say about that. I'm sorry, I tried to find Phil on that one. I just can't hit it. That's fine, yeah, you missed it. It's fine. How are you feeling? First things first, back line, you guys were battling the entire half. We gassed out near the end, and also, we're playing like we are afraid to put a fucking tackle. Back, yeah, we're playing like we're playing so fucking soft, and I asked for 3 break-sync tackles from you motherfuckers. I didn't even get one. I didn't get one.
Welcome back as we take a look at the first half highlights here for Potros. Game started about a minute in, and the first opportunity here, Del Rio with a shot from outside the box. Goalkeeper was quick on his toes to pick that one up. And another opportunity here for Del Rio, getting the first goal of the game with a shot from outside the box. An incredible finish there. As we'll take a look at that one more time. As Del Rio picked it up from outside the box and just hits that to the top of the post.
Absolute shot. I mean,
Yes, a banger there.
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing for that.
A few minutes later, 20 minutes later to be exact, Potros doubles their lead. A little bit tough to see on the replay here, but Figueroa Figueroa with the flick over the goalkeeper to double the lead. Shortly after that, another opportunity here for Potros as the ball was played across. Fell to Mattis. Mattis played Figueroa, cut back to Bino. Bino with the shot, but cleared off the line there from the Kennesaw player. And then a free kick here for Del Rio. Not the best free kick that you'd expect from him, but it was a shot on target. That's just needed some more power on it. We'll see it here as the ball came across the top and the goalkeepers easily picked it up. And then as Richard joined us for this game, we had the stats were being shown, and as that was going on, the Kennesaw goalkeeper gave the ball away to Figueroa, had a shot from inside the box to the far corner to put Potros up 3-0. A few minutes later, Hernandez connecting with Del Rio taking on the players all by himself, cutting past two, cutting past three, Bino shielding off the ball. Eventually it lands to Mattis, who just slotted it home to the back of the net, giving Potros the 4-0 lead.
From start to finish there, I absolutely control. Absolutely well done. Easily beat 3-4 guys. Got it to Benu, sends it to the middle, and the one-touch finish is exactly what was needed there.
Yeah, so we'll definitely see more from the second half here as Potros returns to the second half against Kennesaw State. We'll be back to bring you that in about 8 minutes. here at. Apologies for the delay. We're working some technical difficulties, but we are back underway here at Kennesaw State for the second half.
I think we have a fun half ahead of us. I think it's very possible Kennesaw may get one or two in response to what happened in the first half, but only time will tell here.
Yeah, we did hear a little bit of their strategy at halftime, but we're not going to share that here on the screen in the stream. But as the game gets kicked off, apologies for the video quality. We're trying to get that back up for you as well. And opportunity there. And it. So apologies.
There we go. I think it just needs a little time to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, so we are getting those technical difficulties sorted out right now, but for now we can see some play. So we see the same thing that you see at home here at Kennesaw State. Here's Hernandez playing left back. We'll try to see if we see any substitutes that were made at halftime as well, but Bino's currently on the ball.
Kennesaw getting rid of the ball. Have a throw in for the Potros here.
Ball's back into play. Looks like it's Del Rio who's going to take on some players on his own. We know he's just like the first half. Van Buskirk with a quick 1-2. Chance here. Crossed in and
has one. I'm telling you, that Del Rio cat just loves being in those tight spaces and creating chances. I mean, absolute beautiful 1-2 to the middle and finish.
What a finish there.
High quality football is being exhibited here today.
A little bit of lag on the stream. Apologies for that at home, but if you saw that, it was an amazing finish there from I didn't catch who got the finish. But we're going to try to get that to you.
Hey, Phil.
We're going to try to refresh this
your aiming?
camera feed and try to get it.
Please.
See if we can get it back up and running.
Absolutely. I mean, beautiful once again. Beautiful 1-2. Just like you said, they love those tight spaces. He worked around two, got the ball back, sent it to the middle.
Another opportunity here once again. But
Hey, Mason! Return for pass! Come on, Matt!
We have a throw-in or a corner there?
Step up! Step up! Hey, step up!
Lucci on the ball. Now Van Buskirk.
Oh, and beautiful passing. I mean,
Del Rio once again getting past his play, and that time just barely over the goal.
Barely over the goal, and I mean, it's. I feel like these guys have played together quite a bit with the passing plays that are being exhibited here. Beautiful 1-2s. The coach had to have stressed something there with passing because the connection is just incredible.
Yeah, Del Rio having an amazing game so far, showing his dominance against this Kennesaw team. We'll want to see more of that during the UPSL season coming up in 2 weeks here.
It seems this Potros team may be destined for greatness this season. We got a keeper clearance.
Falls to Mattis.
Falls to Mattis, who receives it, sends out the pass. A little bit of a taka, but he loses the ball there, I believe. Now Potros back at the attack. Now they're just having
great attempt there compared to some of these other ones. We're going to try to get this video a little bit smoother for you guys at home watching. Luckily for our home games, we'll have a much better connection. For some of these traveling games, it's unknown what the internet connection might be, and that can affect things in terms of how the stream goes.
At the end of the day, we're just trying to give the viewer the best experience. You know, it's a gift and a curse to have multiple angles, especially in a situation where, you know, connectivity is a little difficult. But I believe for the home games, it'll be no problem.
Definitely. Now we're returning to Marietta High School this season. First match of the season is an away game. Will be played at Shiloh High School. Second match will be at home back in Marietta. We'll get those details on our social media page.
Christian, where you at?
Coming up soon. The schedule was just released a few days ago, actually. If you want to go to our Instagram, you can find it there.
Come out and support. Have some fun in the halftime show.
One back.
Potros extremely dominant, though.
Del Rio. Overlapping run here.
Sends a beautiful pass, looking for the cross, I believe.
And Kennesaw State defender comes away with it.
Again, you know, in the midfield, it just seems the Potros refuse to lose that ball.
Red, injury.
And Potros will win a free kick there.
A little foul from
It's
KSU
Ollie.
there. Seem to be a little frustrated, but you know, I've seen it been done before. Potros can't get complacent. Happy here, though. It's definitely need to keep the pressure and keep it going.
And I'm guessing that soon we'll start seeing some substitutions made, getting some of the bench players some minutes ahead of the new PSL season. So far, I didn't notice any changes in the second half. I believe the lineup is the same as it was in the beginning. Cross comes in. Back post.
Wow.
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper comes and says, no, sir.
Yeah, goalkeeper did well to grab that one out of the air. And Westford heading down. Mattis running away with it.
I see back to that again, you know, half field. Potros aren't letting you pass it very easily. You know,
Yeah, Mason.
something special.
There you go. Yes, everybody like that.
Got some support in the comment section for Potros and Kennesaw State.
One more,
Both teams with black and white and black and gold in their colors. So it's definitely going to be a clash when you put your emojis. But we all know which ones are for Potros and which ones are for Kennesaw State. A lot of support for Diego from Kennesaw State. We remember him from last year against Georgia Tech when we covered that match.
Very true, very true.
Won by Dylan McClellan there, but called for a foul.
Yeah, man.
And apologies again at those at home for the connectivity issues with some of the video. We're trying to get you the best. We have a multi-camera system today, so we got multiple angles, trying to get you the best angle of the game. But sometimes the connectivity issues makes it a little difficult. Again, something we anticipate that will not be an issue during the actual season. Got a brand new setup here, live from the CMR Broadcasting Network studios. Colucci taking the space in front of him.
Sends a good through, but gets taken away. But, you know, there he is again. Back in receiving the ball. Sends a pass off.
Mattis
Sends it to Jarvis. Mattis, there he goes again, trying to beat two, and he may be successful. Has one. Keeper back.
shots on target for Potros compared to Kennesaw State's 1. That one shot came in the first half against Cameron Verona on a free kick, but it was a very easy shot that he just slowly laid to them.
Good control there from the keeper's pass to get it back to a Potros player. Potros back on the ball for the Sunrise. Sends it out wide, looking for that cross into the center.
Madison. Shot there. Looked like it was on target. Looks like it was actually a goal. Apologies for the... See if we see it on the replay, but it was a goal for Potros. Mark Vino with it.
Mark Vino with the classic finish there. Potros are setting up. Very heavy game here.
So we'll try to take a look at it here as, yeah, we can see there just the last few seconds of the shot got caught on the replay, went to that back post and fell into the bottom corner. We can see it right there as the shot rolls into the bottom corner. Mark Vino getting onto the score sheet.
Looked like even the keeper wasn't expecting a shot there.
Yeah, he just kind of watched it roll in. It came back across him. He wasn't able to get down or react in time. Probably had some defenders blocking his view in front of him.
Very possible. It was extremely congested in that area.
So we did manage to get the goal. So I was scared there for a second that we missed the goal, but we did get it on camera. So a little difficult to see due to the connectivity issues, but again, we're expecting that to improve later on. We have a 6-0 match here now for Potros.
And the Potros really just with the high press and the aggression, it seems Kennesaw has nothing for it.
Yeah, and definitely the way they're set up today is definitely going to play a part in that. A lot of congestion in the midfield, which makes it difficult for Kennesaw to really build up anything. They'll have to come down those lines, and facing Hernandez and Ramirez on those wide sides with so much experience, it's going to be difficult.
Absolutely. I mean, you have Hernandez and the other one. You have them beating 2-3 guys that are coming and leaving the midfield wide open for, I've probably seen 3 goals where it was just a pass and, first time finish, easy.
So we do see some substitutes now.
Getting some fresh legs onto the Potros, I believe.
Actually, a lot of changes. It might be even the entire team, it looks like.
It looks like the second team for Potros is going in, trying to see what that entails from this coach.
We do know that they did have, I believe they did have 11 players on the bench today.
Wow.
So it would make sense if they did a full switch of the team.
I feel it for these Kennesaw boys, though. Essentially do 11 fresh legs.
You can see some of the players coming onto the pitch now. We'll call them out as we see them. This ball's back into play. Foul there.
Mean foul there. Kennesaw definitely being a little more aggressive, but maybe not.
A yellow card. A yellow card shown on that play as well.
Seemed very on purpose.
Ball into play here. Here's Montebu, one of the players who entered. Win Boone Preseason also entering. So if it's a full switch of the team, we'll take a look at the bench real quick and let you know who would have been entering.
AJ, you take the throw.
So we'll do that now while the ball's out of play. So if it was a full switch, we'll have Darnell Tinker, Alessandro Polania, Chris Johnson, Jonathan Cebada, Pedro Valenzuela, Wayne Bunfoser, Kenny Namango, Manuel Montagu, Oli Noigbo, and Grayson Rockhill would be the ones who entered. That's the full bench of Potros. So we'll see if that's the change that were made. We can see here Oli Noigbo did enter. We know him from a former Kennesaw State player himself.
Oh, okay. So playing against his mother club. I see.
Yeah, it's his former club. He left Kennesaw State's club team. He's still a student at Kennesaw State, but he left the team to join Potros for this season.
Let's see if there's a difference in play style, from Team 1 to Team 2, here with the Potros.
Yeah, we'll see how well Coach Ignacio was able to show not just the starting 11, but the entire club, the style of play. So we'll see how they're able to connect. We can see Chris Johnson here on the right wing. It looks like there might have been a formation change. But it looks like Chris Johnson, Oli Noigbo, and Grayson Rockhill. It looks like those are the three that are going to be in the front. We'll probably have Alessandro Polania and Jonathan Cebada in the midfield. Perhaps.
I have a free kick here from Kennesaw State. And, although these are new guys here on the pitch, still the same aggression is being exhibited. I almost feel the coach told them, you better not get past the half because, quite frankly, Kennesaw hasn't been in the box against Potros probably the entire game.
Yeah, we might even see him say, go and get another 5 goals.
Literally. I mean, you have new fresh legs against essentially the same team. I don't see why not.
Chance here. Here's Noigbo. Lays it off. Left. Nice dummy there.
Yep.
Rockhill.
Shot. Oh. Picked up by the goalkeeper there, but very, very good setup for a very good shot.
Yeah, let's take a look at that one again.
Just needed a little more power on it there, but very good setup to say the least.
Yeah, the shot there from Grayson Rockhill, the 15-year-old.
Extremely good communication being exhibited, though, for him to lay it off to him like that.
Yeah, that was a nice move. I believe that was Jonathan Cebada who made that move. It was a little difficult to see from the camera angles that we have here. Grayson Rockhill, 15 years old. We've mentioned that almost every time he's on the field just because of how much we see from him. We do have a better connectivity on this original camera angle now. And that should help us to be able to see more of the game. Apologies for any language you might have heard there. But Grayson Rockhill, current freshman from Roswell High School.
That's incredible.
Playing for Roswell High School as well.
So we have a freshman, 15-year-old, and he's making plays. He's not scared. He seems he's right where he needs to be. Getting some minutes in for Potros. I mean, that's very good experience for him. Only place where he was up.
Yeah, and he was one of the key players from last season. Started almost every match, and he had just turned 15 when he tried out in July last season. So it's definitely something that's going to be a player to watch out for in the next couple of years.
Oh, the sky's the limit for this kid. A little bit of growth, a little bit more muscles, and he'll be good to go.
Yeah, we see him playing in a more advanced position this season. He did play at the end of last season in that advanced position as a player from Kennesaw down with cramp. But Grayson Rockhill played left back most of the season. Now playing in a little bit more of an advanced position. We saw him in his first high school game for Roswell, scored a hat-trick in his first game for the varsity team. It was amazing to see. If you haven't seen it, go to Roswell's soccer Instagram and look at their first match, Grayson Rockhill.
And I do believe that stems off of the amount of experience and playtime he had gotten in that last year. Being at the Potros, like you said, starting almost every game.
Yeah, that's true. And I talked to his dad, and After he tried out, I let him know. I said, hey, this is an adult league. This is a semi-pro league. Pretty sure this is the right fit for Grayson. And he said, well, yeah, that's the reason we're here. It was just getting a little too easy for him.
That's the idea. I like it.
So,
okay. All right. So, it's where he needs to be. I got it. Even his own father, big fan.
So hopefully we see some more from him in this game. And the last 25 minutes here as the Kennesaw player is getting some treatment. We see him coming off there slowly. He'll be replaced. As this goes on, we'll bring you the substitutes that were made.
And apologies again for the connectivity issues. We certainly will have this figured out sooner than later for the viewers at home. The season definitely seems a lot calmer. But, here we are with the chance again. Bad pass from the keep. And the one touch, just high shot there.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity there. I believe that was Jonathan Cebada with the... No, I think that was Polania, actually. No, it was Cebada who had that shot.
Good, 39.
Good effort there, shot on goal, offensively, well played.
We'll start to bring you all the substitutes that were made for Potros up on your screen as well. Here's Montagu. Makes a foul.
I certainly expected a difference in play style from, the entire team substitution, but they seem to be following suit. I mean, yes, Kennesaw has had more possession, a little more possession than in the first half, but we still see the same dynamic. I'm still of the idea that coach told them they better not see past the half, because they're right at that half. It gets real aggressive, and they do what they can not to let them get past.
Yeah, with 20 minutes left in this game, I want to see them create some more chances. We saw that one recently from Cebada.
Yeah, bad pass there from the keeper for that. Cebada received it there. He sent it just high.
So as we finish showing you all of the substitutes that were made. And Kennesaw putting some pressure on now, getting deep into their attacking third.
We may see one or two from Kennesaw here. They seem to be controlling a bit more of the ball.
Yeah, they'll definitely want to get something out of this game. They did play yesterday, that could play a part of it as well.
Okay, so it could have some tired players there. That would make sense. But I have to give it to this coach Ignacio. These Potros players have been playing so well. It's been pretty blatant. That a good coach is because of that.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Coach Ignacio the other day, and he says, anytime the team plays good, nobody mentions the coach. When they play bad, everybody does.
You see, that's how it works, my friend.
So we're going to give him his credit today.
He absolutely deserves his credit because you can see these players are connecting really well, and you don't see a blatant difference between Team 1 and Team
see a difference is there's not that Del Rio.
And he's made quite the difference. You know, I've seen him run it from the half all the way up, beat 3 guys, and then send the pass off for just simple goals. So that definitely has made a difference. And we also see Kennesaw approaching, you know, the Potros side a lot more than in first half. Nothing dangerous yet. Nothing too dangerous yet.
Cross in from Kennesaw, punched away by Ceracero.
Good defense there from the Potros to make sure.
One back.
One back.
Here comes a chance for Potros.
Potros running with it, sends it off. Oof.
Hits off his teammate's heel.
It's just the bad luck there. Hits off his heel a little early on the pass.
A little bit of a disconnect between the 2 players there.
Absolutely. You may see a little difference in communication as well from the first half. You know, first half you had guys letting the ball roll through for beautiful one touch.
Yeah, and there, for example, Grayson Rocco holding the ball just a little too long, trying to get a shot away, but he had teammates with him that he could have laid it off to. So not only, like you said, a little bit of lack of communication, maybe a little bit less chemistry. Some of these players haven't played together as much,
Absolutely.
but also a little bit of less experience between this roster that hasn't
Absolutely,
come in as well.
considering we have, you know, a 15-year-old freshman on the field. Not to take away from him, but you know it does make a difference.
Right, and adding on to that, Chris Johnson, Oli Nwegbo, Jonathan Sabala, Alessandro Polania got a few minutes last season, but not many. So a lot of players in this lineup that have come in who haven't had a lot of UPSL experience.
No, so this is probably exactly what Coach Ignacio is going for. You know, putting these fresh legs on, getting these players some time, some experience, some confidence, and you know, because it'd be kind of hard to mess up a 6-0 lead, you know.
Here's Rockhill, one of the players who does have some UPSL experience, as well as Pedro Valenzuela. Haven't seen him on the ball too much. He might have been. We might have missed him. Good ball played across. Here's Johnson using his speed, one of the fastest players in the club right now. But his crosses into the hands of the Kennesaw goalkeeper.
And poachers seem to be loving these wing plays. You know, they send it off to the wing and bring in 2 to 3 defenders to try to work the ball, and then the crosses ends up being free. There's 1 or 2 guys always in the middle there just waiting for the ball.
So yeah, since the substitutions, I do feel the game has slowed down a bit. You do mention the wing play. You can see a change in the shape of the team as well.
Absolutely.
There's definitely some more. Before we saw the likes of Sebastian Ramirez and Alan Hernandez getting up and down that line. Now we see Chris Johnson and Grayson Rockhill come in and really kind of hug that touch line and play more as wingers.
But I do see a little bit of a disconnect between the wing and the midfield there. You know, they're in the first half, there was certainly blatant that, the wing would go on his run, and then the center also goes on their run waiting for the ball. But in that last occasion, we saw that, he sent the cross, but there was absolutely nobody in pass. So it may just boil down to, the newer players need to follow their plays, look for the ball.
We hear Coach Ignacio there calling out calm, asking his players to be calm with the ball as the shot goes there off target.
Shot there just wide open.
Hey, multiple.
You can hear Coach Ignacio there, move the ball. So definitely some disconnection in that lineup right now, but definitely something that they will work on.
Absolutely.
Having a deep squad is going to be important going into the season. It's going to be a very difficult season.
No, especially if an injury. Not that we're asking for that, but if an injury happens or something that causes for the need of new players, they're going to need that experience. To not create the disconnect. Game definitely slowed down quite a bit, but we still see the Potros maintaining quite a bit of the ball. May not be quite as offensive, but similar play styles are being exhibited. And we still see the Potros spending majority of their time on the offensive high press, keep the ball past the half field.
But not really getting into those dangerous positions like we saw.
Absolutely.
Before.
That's what I was referring to, the difference in the midfield. You would have one or two players in the midfield in the first half. They would beat one or two guys easily, send the pass off wide, and leave the pass open again for a goal. And that happened probably on 2 or 3 occasions that resulted in the goals for the Potros.
Ball given away here, similar to the one in the first half, but good tackle there.
Good tackle there. Good defense from the Kennesaw defender there.
Good work here from Namango to get back and win it back immediately.
Oh, beautiful pass off, sends it. And it just goes out there. Coach Ignacio happy about what just happened there.
Yeah, it's nice to have this camera here on the sideline. We can hear some of the calls from the bench, some of the calls from the coach, something you don't normally get to hear at this level very often.
Absolutely. No, but, it boils down again to coaches telling his players, calm it down, play steady, what you see, things like that. So I definitely feel, there's a difference in communication, difference in connection, chemistry in this second team.
Here comes Potros again.
But always maintaining the ball, Potros. They might lose it for a little bit, but it's right back to what I was saying earlier. Play it from the 50, figure it out from there.
Yeah, in the end, these are going to be top players. If they're playing for Potros, they're going to be top players, regardless of their experience or their age. They're going to be really good players who really have a good understanding of the game.
Not your run-of-the-mill players here on Potros.
And they really just kind of need some buffing.
Absolutely.
To get out the scratches and really show their full level. So definitely going to be some development throughout the season. Of course, 22 players in this match, another 14 that were not called up. So a very deep squad that definitely has a lot of opportunity for growth and development throughout the season and for the years to come as well. Here's Kenny Namango putting a cross in. The header was just wide.
Sends a beautiful cross, and yeah, that header being just wide, unfortunate, but that cross was incredible. Well placed.
Look at that one again. The cross came in from Namango, a diving header from Noigbo, but was not able to get it on target.
Would have been an incredible goal there, though.
Here comes Kennesaw. Opportunity to get something out of this match and wide position for them, but not really making anything of it.
And it seems that Potros players are even forcing them off, wide, and they just can't do anything from there. Very good defensive play. The Potros on the ball sends a good pass wide.
Here's Rockhill.
Rockhill running it in, looking for the center.
Gets past his man.
Absolutely.
Almost gets past him. That was a nice bit of skill there from Rockhill, but wasn't able to recover the ball.
But good skill for him to get past him like that. Unfortunately, the other defender just waiting.
Here's Namango. Just recently joined the club this week. Polania.
It seems these Potros players are getting a little more comfortable with each other as well. We're seeing.
They've definitely grown into this game. Here's Montagu. Sends a cross in, but not able to find a teammate, and will go out for a throw-in.
Good cross in there, yeah. But we're seeing more passing here. We're seeing more development of plays. I think we might see a 1 or 2 from these Potros yet.
Long throw-in opportunity here for Rockhill. Noigbo is an obvious target with his size.
Sends an absolute rocket.
Yeah, but easily into the hands of the goalkeeper. Here's Namango. Wide to Johnson.
Oh. And he was looking for the 1-2, but he just got closed off there.
So we actually have Irvin Marin in the game. He wasn't on the list that we had. Apologies for that. Looks like he's here in the lineup. I'm now starting to wonder if he's been in the lineup this entire time and we just missed him.
Very possible, very possible. But he sent a cross in there looking for a Potros player, but it was a little wide there. And I'm telling you, those Potros just refuse to lose it at the half. You know, they're there. The midfield is extremely present.
Yeah, and we definitely seen them, like you said, they've grown into this game since coming on. They've only got 9 minutes remaining to make something of it, though, but Kennesaw might actually get something from this. But Setaseto did extremely well to get to that ball, jumped on top of it.
No, the Kennesaw player broke away looking for the shot.
Let's look at that one again. If we, you know, you don't have the replay there, but chance here.
Pass out wide just a little too much. Now we have a Kennesaw State throw-in.
Take a look at that one again for Setaseto as Kennesaw came to the attack. Got the ball across and Setaseto just getting down. A little difficult to see on the camera. But we'll trust that he did a good job there.
Now we're here with the Kennesaw State throw-in. Hits off the back of a Potros player. Now fighting for the ball. And once again, like I said, you know, winning it there at that 50. They
What a
just
pass.
sends it off wide, has one. It's just tall, too high.
Yeah, unfortunate on that one. Apologies. Watch the replay of that one, but very good play there from Pedro Valenzuela. We haven't said his name very often, but we know that he's one of the players who's in this lineup currently with the most experience. You can see Polania did well to win it back there. And Valenzuela came away with it, laid it off for Raku, who sent it wide to Montagu. And
I'm a big fan of these layoffs, though. It might even be something that Coach Ignacio, you know, stressed or showed these guys, because I've seen it on 3 occasions now where they just laid it off and left for a really good opportunity.
Namango.
I have a corner now for Potros.
Yeah, Irvin Marin getting more involved, doing a good job here, connecting with Johnson and Namango here on the right side.
We might see something here from this corner. He decides to take it short.
Polania.
Sends it in.
Raquel.
Oh, by himself for the goal.
There it
I mean,
is.
absolute, you know, technical play there. Cross, you know, sends it short, crosses it in. He's by himself. Don't mind if I do. Good goal for Raquel.
What a good finish from Raquel with the header.
Very controlled.
An excellent cross from Alessandro Polania as well to find him. And what a great camera angle to see it, too.
Absolutely.
Let's look at that one again. Yeah, we had the corner kick taken quickly by Marin. Polania did well to get here. Kennesaw State just really caught up.
I mean, perfectly placed, though, you know, and the control from Rockhill there shows some experience, you know. Kept his eyes open and said, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, very nice finish there from the 15-year-old, getting on the score sheet. 7-0 for Potros.
Rockhill's been in multiple plays, so he's definitely showing a presence despite his age, despite his experience.
Yeah, you wouldn't know by looking at him. About 6 foot.
Wow.
Oh, he's fouled there.
Yeah, bad foul there.
Yeah, about 6 foot, very strongly built. Not a small 15-year-old. Ball's played forward here. The Kennesaw player gets away with it.
Beats one,
Nice
sends a
little
good
goal there.
pass, yeah. But
One back by Potros, like you said again. Can't even get to the halfway line.
I'm telling you, they refuse. Coach Ignacio had to have put a fire under these boys.
Marin finding Namango. Tried a little chip to Johnson, but didn't get the contact that he wanted.
Ends up clearing it away for the throw-in.
excellent facilities here in Kennesaw State. We thank them for hosting this match.
No, and definitely a beautiful,
field.
beautiful pitch there. Absolutely.
And this camera angle right here that we see shows a really nice view of the skyline as well with the clouds. Really beautiful day to play soccer.
Absolutely. A little jealous of these guys.
Here's Tinker. We haven't said his name yet. Just shows how much Potros has been on the attack. That Darnell Tinker, the center back,
Literally. I mean,
being called.
poor defenders are getting tired back there. But from, waiting.
Valenzuela taking his space in front of him. Trying to get past the...
Just get stuffed there. He maybe a little excited there for him. He had 2 players he could have sent it to. Decided to go for the beat on the defender, but Kennesaw's defender didn't allow for it.
Ball back into play. Boone Proser going back to Cerecero. Kevin Cerecero, the goalkeeper, has been in the club for a while. Hasn't had really any opportunities in UPSL. It's difficult when you've got Cameron Barona ahead of you
Understood.
as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, understood there.
But growing with the club and shown a lot of improvement over the years.
Let's see if this Kennesaw State team can test him out a little bit prior to the finish.
Nice move there from Roca, putting the ball in the box. Pressure from Marin, forcing a throw-in. Last couple minutes here.
Let's see something from this cannon of an arm this Potros player has. They're taking their time a little here, developing the play. He beats one, has one, but gets stuffed. Does he reach it?
Yeah, unfortunately we had some connection issues there, so we didn't see the outcome.
I believe the defender was able to get in there and clear it out.
Yeah, and it looks like it might have been a shot off target. They're getting set up for a goal kick. One of the negatives of broadcasting from the studio is that we're not at the field to really see what happened when there are connection issues. But here's a chance.
Here's a chance here. Yes, has one.
No,
No.
shot off target. Let's take a look at that one again. Apologies, wrong camera there, but there was a nice little run there. And shot just off target. Couldn't quite pick out who that was.
Now that we're reaching here, the final couple minutes of the game, Potros displaying, an absolute class of talent here. This from the first team to the second team. Yeah, we might have seen a little bit of difference in play style, communication, etc. But as they warmed up into it, they still maintain that idea of let's just keep them out of our half.
Yeah, and multiple teenagers in this second lineup that came in as well. Here's Valenzuela.
You have
has a shot.
Good shot.
Oh, that one's into the back
and
of the
goes into the back of the net. Absolute banger. No way.
Yeah, the goalkeeper didn't really have much to do with it, but
seems
Pedro Valenzuela, the player with the most experience in this lineup, getting his goal. He's wearing the captain armband, and could easily have been in that original lineup as well.
And let's see those stats again, Chris.
We'll take a look at the stats in a second, but let's look at the goal first.
Absolutely.
Here's Valenzuela cuts back, just sees some space and just
Has one.
tries it, and it
And it goes.
goes into the back of the net.
It honestly seems like the Kennesaw keeper really didn't care for that one. You know, maybe he thought it was going out, or you know. And here, looking at these stats, it's just the domination is ridiculous. You know, we total shots 17, 13 shots on target.
Yep, and that will do it for this game. So Potros 8, Kennesaw State 0. That's the final whistle of the match. What a game to be a part of. Thank you to Kennesaw State for hosting. Again, we just saw this, but a dominant performance from Potros as they get ready for the UPSL season. It won't be this easy.
No,
during the
absolutely
Definitely
not.
not.
We definitely Coach Ignace will have to do some work in making sure these guys stay humble, because I can certainly see them being a little too excited about this one.
Right, and so as we leave you here with this match, we'll take a quick look at the highlights of the game. So we'll get those pulled in just a second. So let's go ahead and switch to those now. So starting off the match, first opportunity of the game here from Augusto Del Rio. I would say he was my man of the match.
Yeah,
Got
I would
this
agree with
opportunity
that.
early on with the shot from outside the box into the hands of the keeper. Later on, a few minutes later, 11th minute of the game, a shot from outside
I
the
mean,
box.
an absolute
under the
heater.
Put Potros into the lead.
MVP.
Yeah, a few minutes later, we had this opportunity from Jair Lopez Figueroa, just chipped it over the keeper to double the lead for Potros. And then another opportunity as the ball came across.
And if you look
This
closely,
one for Mark Vino and Figueroa, the good connection there. Fine Vino was put it on target with excellent work from the Kennesaw defender to keep it out of the back of the net. A few minutes later, we have this free kick from Augusto Del Rio. Not the best free kick you'll see all day, but it was on target. The keeper easily had that one in his hands. So, 20 minutes gone. Potros up by 2 goals. Kennesaw State trying to get back into the game, but they're not going to get back into it with mistakes like this. And Lopez Figueroa gets his second of the night, slotting that into the far corner. A few minutes later, for me, probably the best goal of the game. Look at this move from Del Rio.
absolutely beats two.
Beats 3. Vino helps out by shielding the ball off. Falls to Mattis, and Mattis just slots that away.
I mean, absolutely incredible play. Left one of the players on their butt there. Poor guy. You know,
Right,
this,
so
this
4-0 going into halftime. Second half comes in. Apologies there, not best look there, but we see this one here. Good play there from Del Rio and Ben Busker. Del Rio trying to chip it over, but just goes over the bar. Again, starting the second half the way they finished the first. This one we'll take another look at it as the ball came to the edge of the box. We know getting the shot off across the goalkeeper, and it just slides into that bottom corner.
I don't even think the keeper expected that one.
That was the 5-0. Sorry, that was actually the 6-0. We missed the 5-0. Then the substitutes came. Substitute came. Still had some opportunities. Here's one for Montagu. Or sorry, that was Rock Hill. Shot on target, but didn't quite test the keeper.
Deflected a little off of the defender there, made it for an easy save for the
Another
keeper.
one here, Johnson cutting it back, and Polania just.
High-
Sorry, that
high
was
shot
actually
there.
Marin getting the shot over the target. Then here, cross from the Mango, headed by Oli Nuevo, just slowly went off target. Didn't test the keeper, but they kept trying. Kennesaw finally getting an opportunity here, and the ball came in, and Kevin Cetaceto, backup goalkeeper, very fast off the line to get to that ball. Another opportunity. They just kept trying these substitutes as they came in. They had a lot of opportunities. And a good connection here. Rock Hill played it off from Montagu. Montagu trying to get the shot after cutting back, but just
High
too high.
again.
And then eventually they finally broke the deadlock as Irvin Marin played a quick corner kick out to Alessandro Polania. Perfect cross to the head of Grayson
Perfect.
Rock Hill, who just
Absolutely.
dinked it into that back corner. And then finally, that was the 7-0, and finally close it off. We don't have it in here, but that final one from Pedro Valenzuela. Apologies, we might have it still. Let's see if we've got it right here. The final opportunity of the match, 90th minute. Pedro Valenzuela turns, takes the shot,
Has one.
bounces, and finds that far corner.
Has one just for fun, it seems, and then it just happens to go in. A correlation I'm seeing for majority of these goals is the pressure. These Potros players have been, probably 3 or 4 of them just stole the ball, ran it off, to the wing, whatever, generated the play, and boom, goal. It seems almost like a high press. Very aggressive.
Very impressive. We've seen coming to the end of this preseason, we may have one more friendly. We'll keep a lookout for that one, but this is the last scheduled friendly. If we can get one more next weekend, but in 2 weeks, the opening weekend, UPSL, a lot of work still to do. Of course, this is not any indicator. This is just a friendly. Doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
What's going to matter is what happens in 2 weeks. So
Absolutely.
we'll be here to bring you all the matches this season. All the home matches and some of the away matches. But this is Christopher Uranga.
And this is Richard Carbajal.
So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
It's been a pleasure.